Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to or back to your channel. This is your weekend reading for this weekend of June 26th to the 28th. Time is fluid, and you can resonate to any of these readings if you have strong Leo in your birth chart. So let's see what's going on here for you for the weekend and start it off with a number to see what number Spirit is highlighting for you. And your number is 555 with I am optimistic. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. All right. The fact that you have triple fives coming through on the weekend when Jupiter moves into Leo is very synchronized with the energy. I love when that happens. Leo, you are the ruler of the fifth house. Fifth house energy, stepping more into your childlike creations, being more imaginative, using your creative powers in whatever way, shape, or form. So with triple fives coming through, some of you have seen this number already. If not, you'll definitely see it this weekend. There is a big shift coming through your way. We already have the awareness of that with us knowing that Jupiter is moving into Leo. So no matter what, that's going to bring you some type of expansive shift. But the fact that the triple fives came through for that exact weekend, that this is holding that planetary movement, is just so cool to see. And it's going into Leo, the ruler of the fifth house. So a lot more energy of creation and really stepping into that inner child vibration and using your heart as much as possible. Some of you born on the 5th, some of you maybe life path number 5. Let's see what else you got going on. Wow, Moon in Leo energy, card number 17 with heroism. Let your inner hero out. All right, so if anybody's going to save the day, it's going to be you. Now, I feel like when this card comes through, I get a sense of being a hero for other people, not only just yourself. So there could be somebody around, not that they need saving per se, but I feel like you may find yourself needed to step in a certain situation or a certain type of connection with somebody where somebody may need your energy of upliftment. Possibly your optimistic energy is needed to somebody this weekend where, just speaking to you helps them. When this card comes through, I feel like there's a strong energy of speaking life into people. So you may find yourself in a situation this weekend where you are in the position of speaking life into another person. Now, this could also reflect towards you as well, where your guides are indicating for you to speak more life into yourself. Don't wait for someone else to save you and figure out ways to save yourself. And that's going to be one of the biggest rewards when you do that. When you figure out how to fill your own cup, how to not need external energy or validation, you become so much more powerful and people will be able to feel that off of you. So I find that you could be coming through very inspiring. Obviously, if you're on this channel, you have Leo in your chart somewhere. Some of you specifically have a Leo moon. I'd pay attention a little bit more and observing what's going on this weekend with this major shift that's coming through. The angel that's with you for the weekend is Live Your Joy. I mean, absolutely. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. And that's exactly the energy of the fifth house that it holds. That energy of doing what makes you happy. What emotionally fuels you? What sets your heart on fire? Because when you sit into that energy, all things expand for you. All things start to move in directions that match this joy that you are living. When this card comes through, there could be something that happens this weekend that makes you feel really happy. Triple fives have the affirmation of I am optimistic on purpose. Because a lot of people, when they see the number fives, they get scared of changes. Leo, you are a fixed sign, so that could be something that you have dealt with in the past where you were slightly resistant towards change and shifts and transformations. But whatever this one is, it looks like it's very high vibrational. And it has the power to not only boost your energy, but it's like boosting your energy so strongly that you're able to share that light with others. You're able to share your joy with others. I really do get that, speaking life into energies or into people. So let's see what your fortune is for the weekend. Leo, your fortune is coming through as patience. Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind, right? I am optimistic. That energy reminds you to be optimistic. So if a card is coming through to remind you to be something, that could be that you may be sitting in the opposite energy of it. So if some of you are getting a little bit bogged down or a little bit in a waiting period for something, the universe is saying changes are on its way. All right? Stay true to your energy. Work on what's in front of you. Stay in the present moment. Make a gratitude list while you anticipate or wait what's coming your way, because it looks like the time is going to be right very soon for you to embrace this shift. So the fact that you have patience actually shows me that there is something you've been waiting to see a change in, or maybe someone or a certain situation, or maybe even a change in yourself. But your patience will be rewarded. Absolutely, when that fortune comes through. Let's get you some tea leaves for the weekend. Underneath the moon in Leo, we have the funnel, a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. Yeah, I feel like that connects very strongly to the energy of patience, because that's exactly what happens when we feel impatient. We feel frustrated. So you are learning a lesson of patience around this time. And let's see why it's coming through like that as we continue. We have the haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Underneath, live your joy. So the more you stay high vibrational, the more you plant seeds of positivity. So really make sure your energy is staying positive. You are staying hopeful. You are staying optimistic. And under patience, we have the box. You will receive a gift. There you go. So yes, it could be frustrating right now for you to deal with a slight energy of impatience. But you have triple fives and you have the box now coming through. So it looks like you're getting very, very, very close to receiving a gift from the universe. Which may be exactly what you have been waiting for and anticipating on, and feeling a little bit frustrated with the time. So I feel like with the funnel to the having this symbolism of, what the heck is that thing called? Thing that you like flip over. Oh, I can't think of the word right now. I feel like the lesson you're learning right now is that patience is a virtue. Sometimes things take time purposely. Sometimes things, you don't want them to happen too fast. And although we are humans, and in human nature, sometimes we want things to happen overnight, or we want things to speed up. But the fact that the box came underneath patience shows that you will receive a gift from your patience. Not only what's coming your way that's going to make you happy could feel like a gift, but the universe wants to reward you for holding out and learning the lesson of patience in some way, shape, or form. So whatever area of your life right now makes you feeling like you have to wait, the universe is like, this is going to be well worth the wait, Leo. Trust and believe. So your overall energy from the tarot is challenging times with the Five of Wands. Yeah, I'm not surprised that you have this card because of the way your tea leaf came through. I mean, kind of most of your cards came through in a way that shows me that you could feel a little bit impatient towards something coming your way or happening for you. Five of Wands could sometimes be outward energy. There could be certain people that are having issues around you. Like I said, Moon and Leo. Some of you may be stepping in to a conflict to find resolution, and it could have to do with other people. Others of you, this could be happening internally, right? You have the funnel. It already shows me that there's some frustration towards a waiting period. So the Five of Wands can definitely show that you feel like you're a little bit challenged by the wait. So let's see, on the Five of Wands, you have the Hierophant. And another number 5. Oh my gosh. Now you have 5 fives. The universe, oh my gosh. They're like, I have a gift. I have a blessing for you. Do not let the energy of challenge take over. Stay in your happy energy as best as you possibly can. Because either A, this is happening inside of you, or B, this is happening outside of you. There could be something going on at work where there's like drama or gossip in work right now that you may find yourself feeling the need to step into or like heal. What's coming your way is the 4 of Cups. Your influence is the 8 of Swords. What's unexpected is the King of Swords. Your advice is the Hierophant. Why did I say the Hierophant? What the heck am I talking about? The Emperor. And your outcome is the Knight of Swords. Yep. So I feel like if there is issues in the workplace right now, I definitely see these getting healed through a sense of possible communication. There could be some tough love involved, or somebody feels the need to step in with logic. You have this Leo moon heroism energy. So I feel like for some of you, you may find yourself in a position of wanting to stand up for something or stand up for someone around this time. I do also feel like you have the 8 of Swords in your influence. So with this energy coming through, I do feel like there is something that you could be overthinking. You know, how long is this going to last? When is the shift going to happen? When is everyone going to get along again? When am I going to feel better about this situation? But it looks like through some type of communication, it could be compromised on. Let's clarify. Let us clarify. Because it looks like you have a gift being given to you, and the Hierophant even clarifying that 5 of Wands. Why is that there? The Devil and the 9 of Swords to the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Why do I feel like there's issues in a work situation for you? It's almost like if there isn't any external energy happening, there could be a fear that, you know, say you change jobs or say you choose to do one thing over another. Some of you may have a fear of like people talking about your choice or people talking about what you decide to do. On the 4 of Cups of what's coming your way, we have the Page of Cups, so some peace offerings, the Sun, and the 5 of Cups. So there will be an attempt of turning this situation around. But some of you may say, well, it's not worth my stress, so I'm out of here. And some of you may say, like, how can we heal this so things can continue forward in a way that everybody isn't going crazy? Now, if there is new love in your life or renewal of love in your life, a gift of love in your life, there could be a fear of some type of attachment style. That happens when you open up your heart, especially with these well, now you have 1, 2, you have 5 fives here. You have 6 fives now. Especially if you've been to yourself for a while. If there is like romantic love presenting itself to you, y'all, I'm getting a couple different storylines, so take which way you want to take this. I almost feel, why do I get that you could be frustrated that you are starting to have feelings for something or someone, or yeah, someone. It's almost like you have this fear of like the deeper my feelings go, the more this person has the potential to hurt me energy. So I get a back and forth with like depth of emotion as well, and a fear of being disappointed. You know, some of you may feel that if that's happening in a work situation, you know, putting your heart on the line, standing up for yourself, standing up for people. How is this going to be received? On the 8 of Swords and your influence, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the World, and we have the Hierophant. Yeah, so the Hierophant wants to deliver you a blessing here. But I do definitely feel like as you step into experiencing this gift from the universe, it's going to turn a big situation around for you. So for example, if your gift is coming through as resolution and good energy, there could also be something that's involved in it where I'm just going to use the example of a workplace scenario. Say you're the one that finds resolution. It's almost like this energy has a ripple effect for the future. And it's like your employer may see that and they be like, wow, look at Leo. They were the one to fix this. There might be like compensation that comes from it. Whether it's recognition or an actual like raise or promotion. It looks like as you step into this energy, not only is a change happening, but it's like you create the change with it. And your energy becomes more stable, or there's something for you to receive from this. And it could be both stability and receival. On the King of Swords, as what's unexpected, we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So you may find yourself unexpectedly saying certain things that you have been wanting to say, experiencing certain feelings, you know, unexpected. King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. I mean, King of Swords to the Queen of Swords. Like I said, there could be some unexpected depth of emotion coming in where your feelings are about to shift and deepen. I feel like this could be happening on a mutual level, on an emotional connection, where you may unexpectedly see more emotion and more love from another person at the same time you're feeling it, which could very much feel like a gift and really help you get out of any type of fear of moving forward or falling deeper, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely getting two storylines that kind of are a little bit very different from each other. I'm getting some type of like work situation, slight reaction, slight period of frustration in that. Definitely other energies involved that could be bothered by things, that it looks like you could be the energy that fixes this, resolves this, and receives something from that. Then I also get a totally different storyline connected to depth of emotion and moving away from overthinking, opening up your heart more. The Emperor as your advice. With the Seven of Cups, the Empress, there's a match. Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, there's that waiting period, and the Four of Pentacles. All right, so your advice, there it is, the Seven of Pentacles. That's the energy of patience. So if this is second story, depth of emotion happening, big changes happening for you on a level of feelings involved, I do feel like your advice is still in that position of being patient, not only with yourself, but with this other person. Because the Emperor and the Empress shows that it's a match. But the Emperor and the Empress also understand the process of patience and building something in a steady way instead of going too quickly and crashing. So your advice is to definitely hold on to your vision and remain balanced as you build upon a foundation with someone, because it definitely looks like, you know, like a couple bricks have been placed and then the emotional bricks are ready to get placed. And having a good timing in that energy looks like it's being advised for you. Because sometimes when we feel things, we want answers right away. And the universe is kind of like, allow your energy to feel things, allow your energy to process things, and allow your energy to move forward. And or if you're resonating to a workplace situation, it looks like there could be, I don't know, I feel like you're favored by the boss or you're favored by the employer. So if there is issues going on in the workplace, your advice kind of shows me like, don't stress it too much or don't let it cause you too much frustration, because no matter what, you're going to be viewed well. You're going to be perceived in a positive light. And that's also where I feel like possibly, yeah, you might be involved just because you're there, but there could be certain things that don't fully involve you. Knight of Swords and your outcome, fast-paced communication, something coming in out of nowhere with Temperance, the King of Swords again, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, hello, and the Ace of Wands. Yep. There it is. With the Three of Wands to the Ace of Wands, that is that passion, that is that happy energy, that is that feel-good energy. And with Temperance, that's that restoration of peace in an area of your life, King of Swords, Five of Pentacles, where you felt like there was like peace lacking. Some of you were kind of like, hey, look, if this situation doesn't balance itself out, I'm finding a different job. I'm not picking up shifts here anymore. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But you're definitely giving it a chance to see how it goes. And others of you, like I said, King of Swords, Five of Pentacles, distant from emotions, not wanting to feel things, not wanting to feel things out of the fear of feeling neglected or abandoned. But the Three of Wands is an energy that's saying, well, I'm going to take a risk on the Ace of Wands that's coming my way. I feel passionate. I feel connected. This person fuels me in a way that makes me feel excited and emotionally open. So those are the two storylines I'm getting from this reading. I know they're totally different, which is going to probably make it a little bit hard for me to figure out what the title should be here. But you definitely have a gift from the universe coming through. And some of you could resonate to both of those storylines. There's a gift of love. There's a gift of emotion, but there's also a gift of you. It's like your energy standing out in a way of positivity. It's like while everybody's frantic, running around, they don't know what to do, they don't know what to say, they don't know how to be, your energy's just like, I might be stressed and frustrated on the inside, but I'm not going to let it be shown on the outside. And that's that heroism energy. That's that heroism energy. And also letting your inner hero out. Like, you know, if you're new here, maybe you don't know. But I love the movie Hercules. The cartoon one, the Disney movie. And in Hercules had to figure out how to become a god again, how to become a true hero. And he did all these things. He defeated all these monsters, but he still didn't ascend to become a god until he risked his life for love. That's when he turned into a god. So, second story, you know, you may be stressed out. You may have a fear of being hurt. You may have a fear of being neglected. You may have a fear of opening up too deep. But that could be the risk for love sometimes. And I feel like for a lot of you, and it's interesting too, because I'm bringing up Hercules, and when he turns into a god, he starts to glow, right? Very strongly connected to how the sun energy looks. And the sun is under the same position of the moon in Leo, and you are the ruler of the sun. So I feel like there's this energy of, at work situation, if you resonate with that storyline, I don't want to say self-sacrifice, but putting yourself on the line and saying like, hey, look, this can't be continuing on. It's not good for anybody. You still come in and are viewed very positively, very stable, even if you don't feel like it. Even if you're like, oh my gosh, Miss Machiste, but these people are driving me up a wall. I don't feel like they'd be able to tell that much. Or at least your energy is shifting and being able to hold it steady and saying, you know what? I'm still going to be true to me, and I'm going to figure out a way to balance this out. As like I said, you may find yourself in a position of not only standing up for yourself, but standing up for others. And if you resonate the second story, kind of like my little Hercules metaphor there, and giving that energy of, yeah, there are going to be fears. Yeah, there could be things that happen. But what if they happen in a more positive way? What if it comes through a lot more happy, live your joy energy than you assumed it was going to be? And sometimes the greatest risk is to allow love. Love is our highest vibration. So think of Hercules and how he only became a true god when he truly opened up his heart. And he could fight off all these demons. He could fight off all these things. But what truly ascended him into being a real hero was putting himself on the line for love. So Watch Hercules if you ain't got nothing to do tonight. That's a one that I watch pretty frequently. But I can't believe all the fives you have in this reading. You have the triple fives, right? You have another one. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 fives in this reading. The reading that happens when Jupiter moves into Leo. I mean, absolutely amazing. Pay attention to those fives because you're definitely going to see them. Somewhere, somehow, some way. They will make their way to you. And pay attention to the context clues around the fives. Like maybe you see the fives on a car. What's the make of the car? What's the name of the car? Pay attention. So let's see. Your power position. I'm going to get this from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Your power position for the weekend is the Desert Prince. Survival, False Promises, card number 19. Look at that. There is a lioness in that card with him. And there's a moon up there as well. And you got the Leo moon. Wow. Okay. The Desert Prince, card number 19. Here we go. Where are you? Okay. When you stumble upon the Desert Prince, you receive a gift. No way. The plant life that exists in the desert environment is well defended, tough, and succulent, even though it gets little to no water. In spite of external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. I knew it. I'm like, why do I feel like no matter what's going on, even if you do feel some type of way, it doesn't seem like obvious. Be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem to be a hard time, but not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of conditions, you'll succeed. Dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what is your most precious dreams and watch miracles manifest. Y'all, this Desert Prince is on page number 55. Please tell me you can see it. Oh my goodness. You got a big shift. And I feel like this gift, I can't believe the first sentence was, when the Desert Prince comes through, you will receive a gift. When sentences like that repeat themselves, that doesn't happen very often. Words repeating themselves, yeah. That's going to happen probably a good amount of times. But when an actual full sentence repeats itself, that's when you know. So I guess maybe they just gave me the title. And you do have the Hierophant here twice. The Hierophant loves to deliver a gift once you've learned something. So you are definitely in a position of receiving a gift from the divine. And I feel like you know, how the Desert Prince stated, you know, the desert, things are tough, things are succulent, things are strong when even they're receiving little to nothing. I feel like if you've been feeling that way in this area of your life as this gift comes in, sometimes those energies do feel miraculous because it's like, how did this come? Where did this come from? Because it seems, quote unquote, impossible, right? Like it raining in the desert seems very rare and quote unquote impossible. But the word itself says, I'm possible. I think Audrey Hepburn said that. Impossible, like something about the word impossible, that the word itself says, I'm possible. If you just split it up right there after the M. So this is what I have here for you, Leo. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your birth chart. Sagittarius, Libra, Taurus, Aries, Leo, and Capricorn is here. Now, we do have a Capricorn full moon on Monday, June 29th. So on Sunday night, you will get your Capricorn full moon reading. Yeah, I think it's a full moon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think it's a full moon. So you'll get that. So don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And also, I will be going live Saturday, June 27th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for Super Chat questions. Questions can be inserted into the live between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Once 6 p.m. hits, questions are closed, and I will do whatever's left that I have to do on the live. You can even get your question in and rewatch the live later, whatever the case may be. But don't miss it if you've been waiting for that, because I have been getting a lot of requests to do so and go on live. I'm going to try to do it at least once a month, y'all, but we'll just have to see how it goes. But I will let y'all know a couple days beforehand so you can mark your calendars and whatever. So thank you, my beautiful, amazing Leos. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are out there in the world, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.